And back here live, CMA Fest 2024 rolls on. It is day 3, so this is coming down to the halfway stretch, being tomorrow for day 3. Day 4, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but of course, we'll be backstage at the Opry Sunday Morning Country out there with our host Brenda Lee, the 42nd annual too as well. And I think about 1 o'clock we'll get started and only do about 2 or 3 hours tomorrow. But the body's going to be in recovery mode, and we're on the backside of this. KKTC, True Country 99.9, and our friends at HighTideCountry.net. It wouldn't be a CMA Fest without my good friend, show favorite Morgan Myles. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Hold up, holding it all. Like, should we go to the stadium tonight? Should we not? The CMA gave us tickets. We're like, you got to go, right?
Yeah, you got to go. I mean, if you're going to be here, you got to do it. And what is this night? Like my 8th CMA Fest. So, yeah, today's kind of my day where I'm doing all the CMA stuff. So, I'm refreshed. You're tired, but I'm like, by day 3, yeah, you're exhausted. I mean, who wouldn't be? Can you imagine going to it's going to a festival for 3-4 days? It's like, it takes a special person to be able to handle that. I feel like you need to be able to have an endurance level. You need to train for them, all of the above.
It's almost like a marathon, not a sprint, right? But you got to be in shape to be able to do this, dude. I'm telling you. And the walking you do downtown, because once you give up your parking spot, SOL.
Nope. Yep, you're done. You're done. You got to park. That's what I was saying to you. I was supposed to do this yesterday with you. I was like, well, here's the thing. How can I put all of these together because of parking?
No doubt. Yeah, 3 days of it was a good amount of money. No doubt about it, too. But it's all good. We're here. We're doing our thing. Let's talk about the live album. You mentioned this coming out real soon. For fans can expect this. And I've seen you live, so I know what to expect, which is awesome. But for the fans that may not have, this is going to be a really cool project.
Yeah, I mean, kind of long story short here, right after The Voice, which is it'll be a year and a half ago, the finale, I was touring so much, and around June this time last year, I ended up signing a record deal. But the problem was I didn't have time to slow off on the shows. So what we decided to do as a label was to record a live album with new music at Apogee Studios in California, and it sounds great. I'm really pumped about it. So Hallelujah, the live version, is going to be on there, my full length of it, and many new songs too. So we did some covers, like "Woman My Word" is my song that I've already released, but that's going to be on it as well. And again, new songs. And then the last 6 months, I've been writing every single day in Muscle Shoals and Austin, Texas, a little bit here, but mainly trying to get out of the sound that it's a very cool sound for me. And so we wrote about 70 to 90 songs. I've lost track. But yeah, in a week and a half from now, I fly to LA to do pre-production, and we have literally the best musicians that are coming together. Some are coming from Austin, some are from here, some are from LA. And we're literally just sitting down to discuss the music for 5 days. And then in July, we're recording the studio album. So I am pumped. My producer is Ross Hogarth. Look him up. He's won 7 Grammys, including Jewel and Ziggy Marley and just really incredible people like John Mellencamp he's worked with. It's just been a really great experience because he just really gets me. So it'll definitely be the best album I've ever put out. So I'm pumped. But that's where I've been. It's so hard to do both. It's so hard to be on the road, and as it's so rigorous, and then turn your mind into just writing. And I don't think you can make the best music like that. You really just have to go into that place. So I did. I mean, I did. So I'm a little wackadoodle right now because I'm just coming off of it. But it was a week ago. Ross goes, "All right, we have an album." I'm like, "Really? Really? Do we have it?" So now it's picking the 14 songs, which I'm glad he's even saying 14. So we got so close. And yesterday he's like, "There's just one little song that I really want to try a rewrite on." I'm like, "Son of a bitch." But I'm going to do it because I am up for the challenge always about being better. So,
hey, talk about just flying up and down the road. I know you mentioned this, The Voice. I know the story because, again, I've seen you live. It's fantastic, too. But you've paid your dues in this industry, and nothing's given overnight. To say it's a 10-year town or whatever expression you want to use. But you've done that, and that's good advice. The artists' songs make it, too. But, man, you got to go across country to get your stuff out there, right?
Yeah, I think what we're losing right now, and I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, but I was here before the whole crazy social media and the TikTok and everything. And yes, that plays an important part. But the most important part of our job is to give that energy and that gift to people. And it's about being together. And I think what social media does, it doesn't give that good feeling of us together. So I hope that that never gets taken away by AI or anything, because that's the beautiful gift, because every night is a different energy, or who is in the room that needs to feel the energy. I know I keep saying energy, but it's the truth. It's a community of people that are in the same place, taking these songs into their hearts and making what they need to get through. And I just feel like it's such a thing that's kind of getting taken away right now. And I think a song can like pop off on social media, but then they're not ready to go on the road. And to know how grateful it is to have fans out there singing that, and to know, to have that foundation of maybe writing 70 or 90 songs. It's like, I guess I'm a little old school in that sense, but it's also about protecting your art and like really going, well, what do I want to leave on this earth, and why am I still doing it, and why do I want to be here? And for me, I love connecting with people and trying to write songs with the gift that's been given to me, like trying to connect with people that need it. And I think mentally, we freaking need it more than ever because of social media. We're like, I can get on a whole tangent, because it's like, when you open up your phone and it's like, oddly, your algorithm is now almost like attacking you because they know what you're thinking, because of could have a conversation and that kind of thing. And so it's like, just be aware, because our industry is being threatened as so many others. So if you really, really want to support artists, show up and really be a fan, because you're more important than anything else in the world. You're not a bot.
That's it.
We
Not a
can't
bot.
buy you, okay?
Hey, it's been a controversy. We'll finish with this one, but I'm gonna have you back on when the live comes out too. Looking forward to that and talking about it, and maybe coming on having you play a little bit too. AI has been a controversy, another one hot topic on social media. I've read pros and cons here and there, but for the one person that impacted the most, and it had to happen, we never thought we'd see another album, is Randy Travis. So much the '90s country he meant. Thoughts on that? And I really think that the whole process going through that software to bring back someone's voice we never thought would be recreated again and put it on a few songs, to hear him put out a record needing this type of technology for someone like that, and he had to approve that. Give me some thoughts on AI and kind of what it's now, probably even before, but even now it's a hot topic because Randy had to approve this and put out some new songs.
I didn't even know this happened. So
He put out a few selection of songs and they kind of recreated his voice through AI, which was amazing. And this was probably about a month ago when these select few, 3 or 4 songs came out too. And then some people were saying, I just reading online, they said that it might drive songwriters out of the business or
But it
things.
already has. Like, I mean, look at what's happened to. I think we went from like, I could be misquoting, but like we had 4,000 staff writers on Music Road to now like way, 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 way less. And that started when streaming came into town. So as you can see, if you guys read up, like Spotify is taking even more royalties from the songwriters. So you're really getting to a place of like, how are you making money anymore? I really feel that with AI, we need to really protect art. And so I just recently went to the Elvis Act signing by our governor, Bill Lee, and we're the first and only state so far to pass that. And but across the board, they all approved. Like there's no other bill that's been completely. So our intellectual property is still protected, but this is obviously a global federal issue. I don't know how that expands across states and how technology works, but I would say this: like art is about the months of stewing into it and your heart and the passion. I would feel like such. It's called heart, and if you were able to make music like instantly, which it's being made, you can notice the difference. And I hope to God that you notice the difference. And that's all I have to say. I mean, like paintings, and I know a lot of friends that went to school for journalism and had jobs, and they're completely wiped out. So it's just like, just when people start to think about intellectual property, it embodies a lot.
Yeah, it does. And honestly, I'll get more into that with you too, because I'll do some more research. But I will say that for what it did for Randy Travis after the health scare he went through too, with the stroke, and then getting back into the recording studio to see him there smiling again and knowing that he would never be able to sing again, that really has it's just great to hear his music.
But
And
I feel that is such a very one situation that it was positive because of his stroke and because of different things. But there's still something to be said. Like, I think that's still crossing a line in some ways. I think, yeah, like, of course, that situation, all right. But it's really hard to find situations that I'm like, yeah, AI all for taking over art.
I'm with you. It's not happening. That's not me. Hey, good to see you, and I am looking forward to catching this live album here coming up in a few weeks. Come back in July when it comes out. We'll do a video, one of these, play for us, have a good time. Catch her on the road, all this cool stuff coming out too as well. The one, the only Morgan Myles, the Backstage Pass, KKTC, True Country 99.9, and our friends, hightidecountry.net. Coming up, more to come here. I'm looking out. Boy, they're just as packed. You get breaks and you keep pumping them out here too. Stay tuned. More from CMA Fest 2024 coming up. Stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon.